Decided this is going to be a video after all, because we've just got done watching the Silver Palace demonstration. I believe it was Wada Games. Huge shout out to whoever posted this. I decided, you know, I'm scrolling Reddit a little bit. I know that cesspool of fuckery. I thought, hey, you know what, it's worth it. And then I saw a bit of Doomposting, which is why the stream is labeled I'm tired of Doomposting. I really am. Let's start hyping it up. You know, start hyping things instead. You know, get some positivity back into the community. So I decided to watch it for myself. And honestly, let's just swap over. I've got something prepared, something special. So bear with it. Yeah. This is why I was smiling before, because I thought, damn, that's pretty fucking funny. I just like that. And this kind of goes to show, it's like, hey, if I just believed the Doomposting, I wouldn't have considered this. In fact, I was so excited for Silver Palace when they released the beta teaser. I broke my golden rule. I signed up for a beta test. Now, you're probably wondering, why don't I like beta tests? Well, it's because, what if the game turns out completely differently than what I'm used to? What if I'm tired of burnout? And this just goes to show I'm putting this much faith in Silver Palace to be a good game. Let's talk about it a little bit. So, the environment looks pretty good. Don't just read misinformation, make your own misinformation to counter other people's. Exactly. This video, actually, Sparkle, this video is now my misinformation to combat misinformation. I'm going to spread misinformation. Silver Palace is good. And then it looks good. Now, let's get to it, because right now, it's just normal gameplay. And I don't have a problem with the gameplay itself. It's more so the combat. Let's start with good and positives. So a good positive I have is, thankfully, even though the game has a parry system, it doesn't focus on the parry system. It's why, when you look at, say, where wins meet, one of the big problems, I keep saying the word problem, it's not a problem, but you can tell where wins meet wants you to parry above everything else to break the stamina bar that you can see there. It wants you to break this. With Silver Palace, you don't have to do that, and I appreciate that. I'm not being forced into a playstyle. I also really am a big fan of how the gunplay in this game works. By works, I mean, it just seems so smooth, the transition. Like, you see the main MC. I'm pretty sure we see it right now. It's so smooth and seamless. And I wish Do It Night Abyss felt like that. That's one of my complaints with Do It Night Abyss. You know, it's just nice that you get this little, I don't know what to say, a grace period, I suppose. Now, before you go, oh, but the enemies I'm fighting back, it doesn't look that good. It's a beta, first of all. They want you to get a feel for the game and how it works. That's kind of why the combat's probably easy. You know? That's my misinformation thread there. Combat's easy because they want you to know the game first. God forbid. Now, moving on from this, let's talk about the thing I'm most excited for. And this is why I think Silver Palace is going to distinguish itself from the others. Like the rest of them, like Anansa, Azure Pamelia, Do It Night Abyss. The interrogation system. Now, I've had complaints before how close-ups like that, zooms in like that, I don't think it works. I think it makes the characters look too big for the world they're in. Whereas before, as you saw in the overworld, okay, she looks like she just fits in. It looks, maybe not the MC because of her big long hair, but more often than not, it just looks a bit too big at times. But no, the interrogation, the Arkham style, there's a reason the Arkham, like Batman Arkham games are so universally praised. Because it's fucking good. And if you take inspiration from that, hell yes. More power to you. Now, while I fix my villainous mustache real quick, I can even give a... I like the investigation as well. Someone said it before. Very Sherlock Holmes gameplay. Looks good. I appreciate the fact, like, as well, like, I hope it's not expanded too much, but I hope we get more of it. And you get to do some detective work, because I believe you are a detective. Let's just talk about you can see the rain affecting the clothes and the terrain. Looks pretty good. There's units and gun combo. Exactly. I hope you can change the gun and the weapons. I hope that's a thing you can do. Otherwise, I can see it then getting stale. I think the cutscenes are fire. Let's just be 100%. The cutscenes are fire as fuck. Sometimes you can tell though the texture is not texturing. I believe it's round about here. I had a big complaint on the first watch. She seems so out of place. In fact, I think they all kind of seem out of place. But you know, that's fine, that's fine. It was like a live video with a solid series. Exactly, I want more, because I feel like the detective genre as a whole is so underexplored. Like, sure, games have like, oh yeah, track footprints, but it's never like go in depth and find the criminal or the bad guy or the enemy. It's just kind of use a special sense. Oh, I see tracks of footprints. Follow. Right, so we keep going on, keep going. Yeah, let's talk about the mount. My big complaint isn't the fact it's a horse with wings. It isn't the fact that the flight is kind of stamina locked. That does make sense, otherwise you just do it all the time. Which isn't a bad thing. I would prefer that, but is what it is. Not the fact you can regain stamina as well, jumping over the little magic cylinder shooting up the sky. No, it's the fact I don't think the horse fits into the game. And by that I mean, in fact, if we keep going, it just looks kind of out of place. And I think it's like, maybe the tone of the horse. Maybe, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Hopefully you understand what I mean. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying, oh god, they should change it for something else. It's the colour scheme. I don't like the colour scheme personally. Maybe you do. Oh yeah, that's the magic cylinder I was talking about. Yeah, refills your stamina. There, boom. So we keep going. Yeah, just some more combat here. Like, it's nice that the parries are good. Now we're going to get to the complaints. And a big one for me is, I believe it was shown in this boss, when we find him. Actually, no, real briefly. I like the idea of this, going into a place, stealing it. Once again, texture's not texturing, it looks a bit off. It's this boss fight. Now, I'm sure we've seen it. I want you to keep a close eye on this stagger bar. It might make more sense if we get to know if there's like a pet system as a demon. Doberman seems to be one or two. Exactly, like, right now, information is a little bit tight. It just makes sense. This is like the first big news after months of silence. But keep a close eye on the stagger bar. I'm a little bit hesitant about this. Because pretty soon it's going to start filling up really fast. But not in a dedicated stunner kind of way. Like, look at how fast that's filled up. So he's probably a stunner character, right? Look at the shotguns. That's very concerning. I think that is a legitimate concern we should raise. The stagger bar is filled up so fast. And it's not because of one person. Or like one playstyle or type of character. Also, I'm very tired of parry systems increasing stun bar. Just make it so parries don't make you take damage. I don't want to get stunned for doing it. It's just... There's also something else if we keep going. Yeah, here. So we've got the big A bar where you can deal tons of damage. You see there, extra 130% damage. I can assume this means you take 130% more damage. But it doesn't disappear even after this. And this is the cooldown for the stagger break, I guess. You made it. You did make it. Hi, how you doing? FTP break team, probably the free units you get from the story playthrough. Yeah, maybe this is just, like I said, maybe it's just demonstration. Let's give it the benefit of a doubt. We've got no more information. The English beta test isn't out yet. It's only in CN. But I'm very, very hesitant by it because... hopefully this isn't me doom posting. Hopefully you've not taken this video as, oh my god, he's doom posting. Wow. He's become the very thing he sought to destroy. I know it's nice to know that finally the boss is fighting back. Only took half his health bar. But once again, look at that stagger bar just filling up so fast. You know, like, it looks smooth though. Ultimates look fine. Like, graphic-wise, animation-wise, smooth as fuck. It looks incredible. Some gameplay mechanic-wise, I'm a little bit hesitant. I'm a little bit cautious. I'm erring on the, ooh, this could be improved. This could be made better. I also like how it's just the nice, simple, standard, his ult, his skill, his basic, his dodge. Very simple, but also possibly there's going to be more further down the line. That being said, it's just, how do I phrase this? If I had to phrase it in a certain way, or put this final thought into a different way, it's, we have very little information to go on. So making judgments right now is going to be tough. Obviously, don't hype it up to, like, oblivion. Don't be like, this is the best game that's ever going to exist, ever. This game is going to change gacha for forever. Just, it's a good game with a promising premise, nice concept with a detective system, interrogation system. Could use some work here and there. Look at it, it's the first beta. But I'm very excited for it. In fact, I'm so excited, I will be growing out my villain mustache even more. So on release, or hopefully when I get into the beta, I will grow this for every day that Silver Palace hasn't been released. How does that sound? Is that a good trade? But no, seriously, just keep doing both to a minimum. There's no point going in a negative to a game's release. There's no point going in really positive for a game's release. Just take expectations, lower them a little bit, raise them a little bit, and just be thankful we're getting a game like this. Alright, like and subscribe, and guess what? Guess what, motherfuckers? Catch you in the next one.